out, and he'd been with hounds out at I reckon it's pretty close to Parks, Victoria. I don't know, he was pretty vague, he knew exactly where he was, but like that's deep in our territory with hounds, that's for sure. And another incident I had last year, a hound was shot by one of the farmers, wilderness, and the other side you got farmland. I'm like, where are your dogs going to go? You know, like either into farmland or into wilderness where they're not allowed to go. So, and the farmer shot this dog, and he wanted me to prosecute the farmer, and I said, okay, give me the GPS tracker on your dog. No, I'm not giving you the GPS tracker of the dog. I said, well, I'm not going to prosecute. But that's just sort of the stuff we're finding. Look, I got photos sent through to me this week from New South Wales, catching some blokes. Supposedly they're on pine needles, so obviously they're in illegal areas in the pine forest. So, and they've just that's the sort of stuff we're still coming up against. We're definitely getting there, but there's cameras. I'm sure Andrew's probably got cameras. He might not admit where they are or whatever, but there's cameras everywhere now, and we're getting a lot more photos. And last year I interviewed one of the local hunters here. He was caught in cameras down at where he shouldn't have been, and I got the file from policemen interviewing for trespass and stuff like that. So we are out there doing it, and that's probably indicative of you saying that things are getting better. We have to pull over at least 3 deer hunters a night, you know, on the nights that we go out. So we are targeting them. And the thing is, a lot of them are doing the right thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the ones that aren't give everyone the bad name. And this is an example of giving us, as in deer hunters, a bad name. Another thing, Lynn's asked me to explain why I don't want you to call O anymore. I've got some cards out there with the new number. I used to live in Geelong, and I lived across the road from Safeway, and this bloke was pulled up in his van, pulled out a drum kit, started playing his drums in the middle of this car park at 10 o'clock at night. I go, shit, what am I going to do? I rang O, and they go, what's your emergency? Well, it's not an emergency, you know, there's just you feel the incident isn't worthy reporting. They go, what's your emergency? That's the first question. What's your emergency? So with this number that there's a whole lot of fridge magnets I'd like you to take. It's called the police assistance line. And all you do is say, I've got some information for the police. And you tell them, and you'll just hit, and they'll be typing away the exact thing that you're telling them, and that will come through to me or our police station by email. So we can action, and we're actually got to action it. Like, we can't go, that looks too hard. We have to action it. So I really do encourage you, and even if it's just number plates, so it all, I don't want to say it all helps. It all makes a picture for us, you know. All we do is, he was there that night, you know, like, and if you've got enough sightings, you know, we can set up something. So it's, we really encourage you to give any information you can, and if you really want to speak to someone, I've been here 5 years. I think I do the most work. Just ask for Ross, everyone knows who I am, and just ask for Ross. And I do have, because I'm the only one that hunts there. Yeah, I'm the only one that hunts at the station. I've got an interest in protecting the good guys' names. But I understand you're saying, once we lose the hounds, what's next? And that's what I've sort of got to, that's the way it is. So another thing Lynn's asked me to talk about is the new storage of firearms. So this system is no longer allowed. The old school locker, that is no longer allowed in Victoria. You have to use a proper safe like that. All right. So that's in now. So any firearm inspections, and if you don't comply, you'll be getting charged. We've been told to go really hard on that. So I mean, I go to, so as soon as you change your dress or you get a new gun, we'll get a notification to come out and check your storage. And the farmer, proud as punch, you try and move that, he's put 13 dyno bolts in, I'm going, yeah mate, I'm not moving that. And it's the school locker, and he's got, so that's not moving anywhere, but it's the thin metal school locker. And on his workbench, he's got a grinder, and there's a jimmy over there, yeah mate, the safe's not going anywhere, but it's pretty easy to get into. So, and